Hello, everybody. I'm back. Back again. See how long I stay up. Okay, this here is for my brother, my fellow veteran, U.S. Navy. I watch him every day. Subscribe to him. Give him a thumbs up. He's doing a great job, and he's definitely growing. Check this out. I want to talk about this.
Prices are going up. Things are getting more expensive. And when people feel it in their wallet, they make changes.
Hell yeah, truckers. Don't deliver my damn thing.
Truckers, do you actually
Check this
think
out.
you're irreplaceable?
This hyena.
Like, this is capitalist America. You think that corporations are going to sit idly by while you boycott New York and affect their bottom line? No way. They will always find somebody else to do your job if you won't do it. Maybe even an immigrant. Oh no! So go ahead and protest. There's always somebody else waiting in the wings for your job.
I'm the veteran biker. Facts over feelings. I don't care how you feel. I want you to know the truth. Sit down. This is where patriots watch YouTube.
Amen, brother.
Here you saw me saying the quiet part out loud. The replace.
Yeah, Mimi. uh, the radical feminist loca has no idea about trucking. I was a trucker. I started trucking back in the 1986. Started with JB Hunt. Did over the road, did all from coast to coast. The only place I didn't go, believe it or not, New York City. Thank God. Over, I don't know, 25 years, something like that. But I trucked everything. The only thing I didn't haul was tanker. I got my tanker license, CDL, but I've hauled everything else. Flatbeds, you name it, doubles, low boys, everything. Refrigerated, reefers, on and on and on. I've done regional, local, dedicated runs. So I know a little bit about the trucking industry and how this local Mimi here that has no idea what the hell she's talking about. But that's typical. They're gonna bring them out, and they're gonna bring out all these communist, Marxist people out, saying that I was a trucker or I did this, but they don't realize, they don't understand this. When event happened on Monday, you got to remember a lot of truckers already had their load already. Let's say they picked it up in let's take the farthest point, for example, Seattle or San Diego, and they were already en route when this boycott started on Monday. So they have no choice but to finish that run. They say 3, 4, 5. They'll drop off the load. And once they drop off the load, they'll either deadhead. That means they're going back empty. Or the broker, which is like a main big dispatch, for the independent. And the big companies use them too. Where they say, well, go over here, go by this place and pick up something and return back to your area of operation. Once all that is done, and they're back in their territory, let's say back in, let's just say Texas, or it's okay, I got another load for you to go back to New York. This time you could say, no, I'm not going to New York. So they go to the next line. No, keep going down the line. Keep getting, no, I'm not going to New York. Because by this time, all this is spread out. It's already spread out. Word of mouth, this spreads. You're going to get people that's going to go in there anyways. That's not the point. Like one of the ladies here said, if 10%, okay, let me see if I can find it. Now listen to her.
And, I don't want to hurt the people of New York. That's not what I'm trying to do. But my part in it, if New York just loses 10%, just 10% of the trucks that go in there, their prices are going to skyrocket on everything from milk to eggs to...
Yes, she's right. 10%. It's going to take time. Once this all these trucks that already been loaded with especially refrigerated units, like your meat, your vegetables, co-products, they have to be delivered regardless. But as far as the dry is like your paper product, anything dry, paper products, stuff like this, anything you see in this room has been delivered by a truck. The reefer unit, the refrigerated units, are going to have priority because they have, like, let's say milk from Wisconsin, or cheese from Wisconsin, or some other places, beef from Colorado or Wyoming, they're going to take priority because of the manufacturer, the slaughterhouse, the farm. You know, that's already in the system. But what's going to happen, which I saw other videos, is that they're going to start charging 30% more. The broker went down the line. Listen, hey, Pedro, I'll give you 30% more than usual to deliver it. I could say no. I heard other drivers said no for 30%, which you're probably looking at an extra $1,000 saying no to that. Maybe the load's $3,000 or $4, depending where you're coming from. And they're saying no. So they're just, what happens is eventually the warehouses where we deliver, especially on the west side of New York City, over there by Jersey, where you have all those big warehouses, the Cisco's, you name it, warehouses. Eventually, if you look at the warehouse, some of them are really, really mega. Look like a damn basketball stadium, football stadium. I mean, 5 levels, 6 levels, 3 levels high. I mean, most of them are like 5 or 6 now. I'm trying to recall. It's been a while. But they're very high. Eventually, it'll go from the 5th level, 4th level, 3rd level, 2nd level. You know, everything above is empty now. So it's drying down. I don't know if that makes sense. But the truckers, it'll make sense. Those that work in the warehouse know what I'm talking about. And the forklift drivers, the pickers, the stockers, all of them, they know what I'm talking about. And what's happening, the dry products are not going to have any priority. They could sit there for days, weeks. It's not going to really do any damage. So what you're seeing in these videos that was posted on the 19th, let's take the one with the one that started this. Okay. Right here.
If you're from New York, if you are not stocked up on food by Monday, you're going to start feeling the pain by the end of that week. New Yorkers, truck drivers are going to stop delivering food to New York until they leave Donald Trump alone from all charges.
Oh boy, not.
So these are your dry products you see on the shelf. A lot of guys will be refusing as each day passes more and more. Once the guy get rid of the load, they'll say, like I talked about earlier, about picking up the load from, I'm taking the farthest point, Seattle or Alaska or San Diego. Once they get rid of their load products and they get out and they go back and they say, well, I got another load here waiting for you to go back to New York. And this time you say no. What they're going to do? Fire you? There's a truck driver shortage. Here's another site.
Verdict shaking the ground. Chicago
right here.
Ray, a name you probably heard on this channel before, is back with more updates straight from a Love's truck stop in Illinois. He found 6 drivers flat out refusing New York City runs. Clear sign of solidarity with Trump and growing frustration with the current state of affairs. Now here he tweets, stopped in this Love's truck stop Illinois and talked to 6 drivers who said they ain't going to New York City. I wanted to take a video, but they didn't want to be.
Okay, this is just one truck stop. You know how many truck stops there is? Oh man, when you're driving down the highway, you see a lot of truck stops. This is just one truck. Just take this like a survey, and you know a lot of guys will be bullshitting too. We know that. We know. We got guys that get on the CB and they'll tell some stories that I mean, you got the bullshitters out there, the hustlers, the con artists, you name it, from A to Z. But this is just one truck stop, and this is just a little tiny 6 out of 10 are saying they're not going to return. So that means the topic is already well known. I mean, people are talking about it. Truckers are talking about it. They talk about it in the warehouse. They talk about it in the company. I mean, a lot of these companies that believe in America, God, family, and country are supporting their drivers. By them supporting their drivers, they get not only they get the respect from the drivers, they get loyalty from the drivers. And a lot of these companies, manufacturers, love this country. This is basically all about loving your country. Do you want a country for your children, grandchildren? Leave. You want something for them. So this basically is a stance against the against wrong video. Wrong one. Oh, I apologize. Her, the one that's causing this problem. Not only is she causing a problem with the truckers, with the real estate developers. Oh, we had two already. When I was trucking, I did flatbed. I did concrete for 2 years. Teamster. I was a Teamster for a while, non-Teamster. But these construction sites, those are a lot of workers. Those are a lot of materials. You got a lot of union. I did steel hauling, picked up the load from over there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, surrounding Ohio, Lorraine, in those areas, U.S. Steel. And you take those steel beams and take them in that direction. That's where they come from. So it's not only affecting construction workers.
12 steps of construction. Once the construction drawings and other related documents have been completed and excavation works begin, composed of a 10 millimeters thick lean concrete for the...
See, there's a lot of work that goes into these construction of these buildings. A lot. It's going to affect a lot of union workers, especially in New York. From A through Z. I mean, you got steel workers, you got electricians, plumbing. That's just a tiny few. Cement drivers, concrete. You got framers. You got painters, floors, you name it. Drywall. I mean, there's so many components that goes with building a building that the construction workers and the union workers and the non-union workers and all the skilled workers know what I'm talking about. These are jobs. There's so many jobs. Manufacturers that make the supply for the rebar, the manufacturer, they're going to be affected because they don't have a customer. So it's not only, this is one thing this crazy loca, communist, I don't know what sex she is. I don't know what she identifies herself as. Them. Let's put it that way. That way you don't hurt their feelings. You got a lot of people. There's a lot of moving pieces when you're doing construction of a high rise. It's a lot of people make a lot of money. And that's the thing they're not focusing on. They're not pointing out. There's a lot of workers, manufacturers, delivery drivers, you name it, hotels, restaurants that benefit from projects like this. Security. So it's not only affecting when the big guys say they're not going to do no more in New York City. Okay, it's just them, but you got to look at the big picture. Take a step back and look at all this being eliminated, all those workers being eliminated, all those unions being affected. I don't care if you're Republicans, Democrat, Socialist, or Independent. It don't matter. Green is green. It's an attack. Yeah, it's attacking on the green money in your pocket and your power, your influence, your organization. So what she's doing, victimist crime. This is a crucifixion. This is a crucifixion. I was going to say going back 2,000 years, but that's, but it's a crucifixion in the word terminology of it. So they're not only trying to destroy President Trump, they're destroying a lot of people. They're destroying a lot of people that supported them. Like the unions in New York. You think that's political? Trump dealt with the unions. How you think he got his buildings built? And they did a great job. Look how beautiful they are. People don't see that. I mean, it comes right down to a rivet, a little screw that has to be delivered. That's how small. You go with the steel beams, the biggest, and then the crane operators, all the way down to the smallest bit. That's money, bro. That's money lost. I mean, this truck driver thing is going to take a while. Once those people that have the load already, where it's en route, dropped off of their load and return back. Either they got to go deadhead. That deadhead means they don't have nothing. Once they get that second call, hey, listen, I got a load to go back to New York. You want it? I said, no. I'll pay you 30% more. No. Okay, 40% more. Okay, there'll be a few they'll take it. In the meantime, the warehouses that have the supply shelves, level by level, it goes down, depleted. Okay, they'll deliver the milk and the cold stuff, because they're going to pay them basically 40% more. And those drivers that are not supporting this, they're going to benefit. They'll say, okay, if you give me 40%, okay, I'll take it. So they're going to be making money too. They'll take it. So your refrigerated units will be priority number one, and your medical. Your medical could go into a warehouse in Jersey, and then they're going to have to box truck it in. I hope some of that makes sense. Truckers know what I'm talking about. Warehouse people know what I'm talking about. Construction workers know what I'm talking about. Investors know what I'm talking about. The bankers know what I'm talking about. Now these idiots like that Mimi character, she's not gonna have a clue what I'm talking about. So thank you, veteran biker. I'll put a link on those two sites. Until next time.
Chill out.
I mean, it kind of looks.
With all that starving bullshit and the dust storms, and we running out of French fries and burrito coverings.
Yeah.
But I got a solution.
That's what you said last time, dipshit.
Okay, until next time. Let Father out.